The power of radio is in your hands. You can play. You can pause.
Rewind.
You can download. It's Vicalonia Radio. Solely for your listening pleasure. You are listening to your number one online edutainment radio.
They say the marriage is made in heaven, but weddings are made here on earth. There are a lot of things to consider just before your big day. So let's have a conversation. My name is Amaka George and I'm a wedding planner. Join me every Saturday at 12 p.m. for Wedding CONVOS, only on Vicalonia Radio. Wedding CONVOS, your wedding, your way. We say very big congratulations to all of our couples getting married today. A big congratulations to you. We're so excited. We're happy that you're getting married. From all of us at Vicalonia Radio, we say congratulations to you and thank God it's a sunny Saturday afternoon. Thank God it didn't rain. It's been raining back to back, and today being a Saturday, the weather has decided to allow you to enjoy your day. We know it showers of blessing, but we always like to make sure that the ground is not wet so that we can sleep very well. Okay, so yes, before I talk too much, welcome to Vicalonia Radio, and this is Wedding CONVOS. My name is Maxi, and yay, I'm excited. It's the maiden edition of Wedding CONVOS, and I'll be with you. I'll be hosting the show. I'm very excited to be with you this Saturday afternoon. Well, the program promises to be an interesting one, very educative, and of course we get to share a lot of jest. That's the good part. So guys, well, the program is divided into 3 segments. The first one is where we get to talk about who got married, when, where, what did they wear, what made the wedding a very spectacular one. We'll be talking about all of that on Wedding CONVOS. The second segment, of course, we'll be talking about some of those tips, those things that you need to know, before you say I do. What are those things you need to look out for when you're planning your big wedding? And third segment, it's a very interactive one. We get to talk about bringing a topic. What is that thing you think about? But today we're going to talk about something very interesting, and of course we've gotten comments from our followers and we'll be reading it out to you. So guys, let's start the show. Today we'll be talking about celebrity weddings. We're talking about those celebrities that got married this year. Some of them you knew about, some of them you don't know about. We'll be listing out all of them today and get to know those celebrities that got married and things that happened. Some of them kept their wedding quite a little. It was quite a secret for some of them, while some was quite elaborate. We'll be knowing some of them today. Yes. Now, the first couple, we had 7 celebrities that have gotten married this year, this 2018. Quite huge, right? Yeah, huge. 7. Yeah. And you wonder, where did all of them go to? They were quite 7, and we're just in the month of August, and we're still September rather, and we still have about 3 or 4 months before the end of the year. Quite a huge one. So the very first couple we had this year was the one between Zeno Balogun and Diko Nwachukwu. Yes, it was a very, very popular wedding. It trended so much on social media. Zeno Balogun is actually a TV presenter. She's also a model. She's an actress, and the husband happened to be Diko Nwachukwu. He's a Just Wet way airliner. And it was quite a luxurious wedding, a traditional ceremony. It took place in May here in Lagos. You know, they've been secretly going out for a while, but you know, they finally decided to tie the knot in May this month. It was quite very, very exotic. You can also still find that gist on our website. And of course, the second person who got married this year was Omawumi. Yes, Omawumi is married. In case you don't know, our beautiful sassy queen is married to Tosin Yusuf. They tied the knot. They've been, although yes, we can say Omawumi has been married since way back in 2015 because she did her court wedding way back then. But you know, this year they decided to, you know, do the traditional marriage. So officially, Omawumi is married. She's been married since 2012. But this year, she finally did her traditional marriage. You can also find more gist on that. We also had Emmanuel Emelike. He also did his wedding this year with Ihoma Nadi. So both of them had a very luxurious wedding as well. We also had the theirs in May 2018. We had a lot of wedding in May. I think I've mentioned about how many weddings now in May? Mentioned about 2 weddings in May. Omawumi's own was in January. Another person's wedding we also had this year is Chidi Chikere. Yeah, he had his wedding also, in case you don't know. Yes, he had his wedding this year. He had it sometimes in June 2018. He was also here in Lagos. They've been, you know, they've had their traditional marriage about 4 years ago. They also have a child as well, a daughter. So they decided to take a step further into doing the, you know, enormous white wedding that they had. We also had Mo Cheddar. Mo Cheddar also got married this year. A lot of people don't know about Mo Cheddar because she has not even said anything about the wedding, you know, but no social media. So we had a lot of information about that too, but she decided to keep it secret for reasons best known to her. She has not posted anything on social media. But Mo Cheddar is married. Just in case you don't know, please do not call her Miss. Mo Cheddar is married. Okay, another person we had was Gabriel Afolayan. Oh my god, this was my one-time crush. Yeah, he's married. He married Banke, his all-time lover. They got married in April 2018 and they've been married ever since. You know, very beautiful couple. Oh my god, when I saw that this guy was married, I was like, oh my god, my one-time crush is married. Oh, you know, nice, too late, Abby. I can't cry. Thank you. Who is saying sorry? Thank you. Another person who got married was Kenneth Omeru and Shoma Namani. Both of them also tied the knot in May 2018. Wow. May is actually huge. How many weddings now? About 3 or 4 weddings. Wow, that's very cute. That's cute. We also have that of who else? We also have Prince also attended the wedding and he also performed at Folayan's wedding. Who else? We had Inyanya's wedding also this year. So basically we had a lot of people getting married this 2018, and that's it for our celebrity wedding. Yes, so we'll be moving on to the next segment of the show, but before then, let's quickly go for a quick break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. I love you. Remember, it's still Wedding CONVOS. Stay tuned.
Do you know that you can advertise your business and brand to thousands of listeners on Vikilonia Radio?
Oh yes, and at a very, very cheap and affordable rate. For as low as 1,000 Naira, you can advertise with us.
Simply call us on 081 39 36 3906. On Vikilonia Radio, we give a new life to your business.
Diamond Mobile app has been upgraded with awesome new features like Isusu, which helps you save with your friends in groups or save by yourself. It also includes a self-service feature where you can adjust your transfer limits, request debit cards, and many more. With over 2 million users on board, Diamond Mobile is really going beyond banking. Diamond, your bank.
So welcome back guys. Remember, it's still Wedding Convos on your darling radio, Vicolonia Radio, and my name is Maxi. And yes, on the tip for today, what are those things you need to look out for? Now, when you're planning your wedding, there are a whole lot of things to think about. It's a very exciting moment, but at the same time, it's a very, very busy time for you, and you can actually overlook a whole lot of things. So we'll be looking at one tip every day, just to make sure that while you're planning your wedding, you always look out for these things so that they don't ruin your wedding. And today we're going to be talking about serving, how you serve your guests at your wedding. One thing you have to know is that your guests are very, very important to you. They are there for you. They are literally there to witness the occasion. They are there to encourage you. They're there to rejoice with you. They're there to, support you, that they are happy that you two are, being joined in holy matrimony. So it's a very exciting time. So you have to make sure that your guests are well served. Now, it's a very common thing that sometimes, not in all weddings, doesn't apply in every wedding, but it's one thing to actually come to a wedding and it's another thing to actually complain that you were not served. It happens, oversight sometimes. So you have to ensure that your caterers have it in mind that everyone has to be served. The idea of, this is my colleague at work, I want you to serve this particular table. This is my whoever, dignitaries and all of that, and then you forget about the other ones who have also attended your wedding, who have no name tag, in quotes, if you understand what I'm saying, and then you forget to serve them. So it's important that you make sure that you have enough servers. You make sure that you sensitize your caterer as well to know that he or she doesn't have to be biased in serving. Serve every table. Have ushers, put them at strategic locations so that food can go round to everyone. It's not very easy, but you have to make sure of this. I know some people will say I'm biased, right? I know, I like jollof rice. Me too, I want my rice. I want to be served. I don't like to be shouting for rice and cake. Thank you. I know I can be very biased sometimes. So yes, but it's very, very necessary. It's very important that you make sure that you serve your guests well, so that after the wedding they will keep on talking about the wedding and how they ate ogufe, how they ate the amala, how they ate the all of that. You want to be happy. You want to make your guests happy. So make everyone happy, not just a particular set of people, and then you ignore the rest. They're all there for you. You have to really, really understand that. Very, very essential. So guys, I hope I've made my point. Yes, so it's very important. Try to put that in place. When next year, when you're planning your wedding, please make sure of that. To make sure that, don't just say they're there for the jollof rice. If they eat, they don't eat. No, not so good. All right. If your budget is too much, try to cut it down. If you know you cannot afford it, if what you can afford is 100 guests, please do not be tempted. Do not be tempted to carry 200 guests. What you can carry is 100 guests. That is the number you can serve. Resist the temptation to add more than you can carry. It's good for your health. It's good for everything, so that everywhere will be organized, and that is what you can cater for. It's very essential. So yes, I think we're wrapping up that segment already. Yeah, my point has been made. But please do not forget my jollof rice. It's very important. It's very important. My jollof rice, my cake, my meat. It is very important. Let us not fight. I'm in the studio right now. Bring my jollof rice. So guys, let's end the session. But before then, let's go for a quick break, and I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Yay! I feel like not going anywhere. So it's the last third segment, rather, of wedding convos. It's not even looking like the maiden edition, right? At first, I was a bit nervous. I was thinking about what to talk about, but I'm finding it very easy. Yeah, thanks to all of you. Thanks to all of the people that shared their comments. You guys are wonderful. Mwah. I love you all. In fact, the very first time I posted it, remember that we have a Facebook group where you can always drop your comments. All you just need to do is go to Facebook and search Wedding Convos. And immediately you can join the group. Click the join. It's an open group, so you can always join the group and share your comments. And also on WhatsApp, you can drop your comments on WhatsApp and it will be read on the show. And of course, you can also go to our Instagram page. We have our Instagram page, we have Twitter, we have Facebook. Follow us on Vicky Lonia Radio. Vicky Lonia Radio is the handle. Follow us and you can always drop your comments there. So yes, I shared a post and I said, what kind of wedding ring do you like? It's a lot of things. Some girls, a lot of girls are, very particular about the kind of ring that they want. Some want the diamond, some want the gold. Some are actually indifferent. People like me, I'm really very indifferent about the particular ring you get for me. I'm not so, it has to be this, it has to be that now. But some people have preferences. And we have this one coming from Esther. Esther said, well, she says she likes the blings, so she would like a diamond ring for her wedding, for her engagement ring. And then we also have this one coming from Manuel. Manuel said, well, it depends on how much he has at hand. He can get a diamond ring, he can get a gold ring, whichever one he can afford. And of course, he will always like to go for a homely girl. Yeah, so we have a lot of comments coming through. We also have this one coming from Elizabeth. Elizabeth said she's indifferent. She's indifferent about the kind of ring that you get for her. So a lot of people are quite they all have their preference, so whichever one, always make sure that don't go and ask for diamond ring for a guy that cannot afford a diamond ring. So please know your class before you demand for a diamond or a gold ring. Please know the kind of guy you're dating and know if he can afford it, so that you don't allow the guy to go and rob the bank. Joe, please, or go and enter Yahoo because he wants to get you a diamond ring. Just make sure that it's something he can afford and appreciate it. And of course, when it's coming from somebody that you love, it's worth it. It's really totally worth it. We've heard of experiences where some ladies will return the ring and say they're not interested because it's not a gold or diamond ring. If your boyfriend cannot afford it, please try to understand. If your fiancé cannot understand, but of course, if he can, and we have a lot of guys moving mountains. I'm saying a big well done to all of you. You guys are wonderful. You're making a lot of our females, feel very happy, and that's a very wonderful one. So yay, we've come to the end of Wedding Convos. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope that you tune in again next week for another edition of Wedding Convos. Remember that for you to listen always, please download the Vicky Lonia app on your Google Play Store. And of course, you can also go to the website if you're using an iPhone and iOS phone. Please use the website and you can listen directly. And of course, the Vicky Lonia app has a speaker. You don't need to connect a headphone or whatever to listen. It has a speaker on its own. So, and of course, please follow us on all of our handle. My name is Maxi. Stay tuned next week.